So here is my stock market portfolio update. First of all, I want to talk about Pepsi that I sold at 110. Pretty mad at myself for selling a little bit too early. I made 10% in 1 month. If I held on to it a week more, could have made 16% instead, so an extra 6%. So disappointed in myself for selling it a little bit too early. But at the same time, I know that there's no way for me to know that it was going to continue to go up. In fact, one day after I sold it at 110, it dropped to 107, 108. So I'm sure if I held on to it at 110, I would have been mad at myself for not selling at 110 when it dropped to 108 and 107 the following day. So yeah, I just got to say to myself that some profits are better than no profit. As long as I'm profitable on every trade, I should be satisfied. But it definitely hurts to see 116 a week later. If you look at my portfolio and my holdings, I've still got my American Airlines that I bought at 37. It's been going up or moving between 36 and 39. Right now it's at 37.7. I got this dividend 15 split corp that I'm also mad about because I missed out buying some at 5.15. I had put an order on it at 5.15 and look at it today at 6.61. Even yesterday it reached 6.8, I believe. So would have made 26% easily in 1 day or 1 week, sorry, if my order had gone through at 5.15, which it didn't because I was very picky. It was trading at 5.17, 5.18, and I put an order at 5.15 because I was more comfortable at that price. So definitely mad at myself for missing out on buying some more dividend 15 split corp. I've got my Ford options that I bought at 150, keeps trading between 150 and 165. I plan to sell this at 2. Got L brands that I bought at 31.35. Pretty proud of that purchase because it seems to be the lowest point. And right now it's trading at 32.81, already giving me a 4.66% profit. I got WestJet Airlines that started to go back up again. So it's trading right now at 18.75. And Walmart that's going back up again that I bought at 86 and it's trading at around 88. I put a buy order today on General Mills at 42. Right now it's trading at, I think, yeah, it went back up. It dropped hard today and it reached 42.82, but now it's back up again at 43.4. But I put an order on it at 42. We'll see what happens. Maybe tomorrow it'll drop some more. General Mills, if we look it up. So it's got a 52-week high of 60, 52-week low of 41. It pays 4.53 dividends per year, percent per year. It's got a market cap of 25 billion. If you look at reports, this one gives it a hold recommendation. Morningstar gives it a fair value of 53. Right now it's trading at 43, so that's pretty good. This one gives it a buy recommendation with a 12-month target price of 51, so that's also very good. If you look at financials, so revenue and net income, so the past 4 years, so 2015, 2016, 2017, and part of 2018. Okay, their year end is May 27. All right, so revenue has been decreasing. So 17 billion, 16 billion, 15, and 15. Slightly decreasing. Net income has been increasing though, so that's very good. That's actually impressive because they're getting less revenue, but they're keeping more of it. And if we look at quarterly, so quarterly their revenue is stable and their net income is also, I would say, stable. Although in second quarter or third quarter of 2018, they had a pretty high net income for a similar revenue. So the numbers look good, promising. Company isn't going anywhere. So I put an order at 42. If it goes through, that's great. I'll sell at around 50. And while I'm waiting, I'll be collecting dividends. If you look at my TFSA, so still got my Ford shares at 10.95. Got H&R Block that I bought at 23.25 and it's up 5%, trading today at 24.41. Procter & Gamble that I bought at 74, trading at 79. Starbucks that I bought at 51, trading at 51.26. And AT&T that I bought at 32, trading at 31.45. So AT&T is a good buy right now. It's trading below the price that I bought it at. Ford is a good buy also. So Ford and AT&T I would recommend. I would buy some myself. I'm thinking of putting a buy order on Bank of New York Mellon. So it dropped almost 6% today. Thinking of putting an order at 51. So 52-week range is 49 to 59. So it's close to the 52-week low now. Yield is not so high, 1.83%. And it's got a market cap of 52 billion. not huge for an American bank. If we look at the financials, so their net income is pretty good and it's consistently going up from 2.5 billion in 2014 to 4 billion in 2017. So that's pretty good. If we look at if we look at quarterly, slowly growing, net income is slowly growing. Let's look at reports. Although these reports are from July 18, it dropped today 6%. So these reports don't consider the drop that occurred today, but still you could see that analyst reports give it a strong buy recommendation with a 12-month target price of 65. So I'm going to go ahead and put an order on Bank of New York. I'm going to put one at 51. So I like to, you could say lowball, or I like to give an price a little bit lower than what I see just to give myself enough margin of error. So this is, where do I have cash available? Nothing in my TFSA, RSP. I got 1329. Okay, I guess I can use all of it. So 1329, so let's say 1320 divided by 51 is 25 shares. So Bank of New York Mellon, I already forgot how many shares. 1320 divided by, I said 51, so 25 shares. Okay, so look up the stock, click the buy and sell button, change the 100 shares to 25 shares, limit price 51, good till canceled, buy. So confirmation, 25 shares at $51 of BK, 1275. All right, send order. And so I've got 2 buy orders right now in my RSP, General Mills at 42 and Bank of New York Mellon at 51. So besides looking at my watch list to see which stocks on my watch list dropped, I like looking at every day, or I try to every day, look up the stock screener on Finwiz for anything that dropped hard, but obviously with the bigger market cap. So let's say over 2 billion, and then I'll sort on change percentage. So here I can see which stocks dropped hard today that are probably not on my drop. So eBay dropped hard today, 7% is considered big. Alcoa Corporation, 12%. So here you see the Bank of New York Mellon, that was already on my watch list. So maybe I'd consider eBay. I could look at eBay, see what happened there. I'll look it up on Investor's Edge. So let's just see the second page, what else dropped. SAP dropped, that's definitely a good stock. So I'm gonna look at eBay and SAP. So it's trading at 35. Today's low was 34. But the 52-week low is 33.94. So it's trading at very close to the 52-week low. 52-week high is 47. So obviously eBay is a big company. I mean, it's not going anywhere. Although personally, I don't like eBay. I mean, I rarely buy things from eBay. But I can still respect it and understand that it's a huge company and it's got a great business model and that it's not going anywhere. So it doesn't pay any yield, so that's not good. No dividends. It's got a big market cap of 34 billion. So what's interesting right now is that it's at a 52-week low. Let's look at 2 years. Okay, so the 40 range is something new for eBay. It hasn't always been there, but it's been growing since, I guess, 2009. Let's look at, since 2009. So it's steadily growing. As you can see, it's a straight line. It's a straight arrow going up with a bit of hiccups on the way. But overall, it's going up in a straight line. Yeah, so this is just another hiccup. Let's look at financials. So revenue is growing. Net income was growing, but then 2017, they've lost money. But there seems to be an extraordinary item here. Let's look at reports. So Morningstar gives it a 44 fair value. And they have a hold recommendation with a 12-month target price of 45. So I'm definitely going to consider eBay, but I just want to get more information on why it dropped today. So chart-wise, it looks good on a short-term basis, but long-term, I mean, if you see in between 2003, 2007, you could see that it went all the way up to 24, but then in 2006, it dropped to 12. Without even before the market crash of 2008. So you don't know if it's going to continue to go lower, maybe even below 30 in 2018. So I think it's important just to know why it dropped today. Let's look at the news. So eBay second quarter profit rises 7.7%, but the stock price drops. So that doesn't make sense. So is it maybe because they decided to eliminate 300 Bay Area jobs, cut 274 jobs? So if they've had a good quarter, so why are they eliminating jobs and why is the stock price dropping? Stocks hit 1 month high, dollar puts squeeze on gold. So yeah, as long as they're making money, that's the whole point, right? So their net income increased. So I'd probably put an order on eBay. What is it trading at right now? 35. Yeah, 35 with a 52-week low of 33, so 34. So I'd probably put an order at 34, but I don't have any more liquidity. I'd have to maybe cancel one of these if I want to buy eBay, but these ones pay dividends. eBay doesn't. I think I'm gonna stick with these. If I do sell something, if I do sell one of my holdings, I guess I can buy eBay. Let's look at SAP, one of the biggest ERP systems in the world. So 52-week range from 100 to 122. Right now it's trading at 117. I'm already not interested. Let's just for fun look at reports. Buy recommendation with a 12-month target price of 137, so that's good. I think it's trading, it's not low enough for me. So 1 year, yeah, it's already pretty high because they know that it's going up, so it's a good buy because their 12-month target price is 137, but I'm not comfortable buying it at that price or at that level. Look at financials. Yeah, crazy revenue, crazy growth from 17 billion to 23 billion in 4 years. Net income also going up. So yeah, everything looks good for this company. Personally, I wouldn't buy it, but it's definitely a good stock to consider. And their ERP system is almost in every company. All the big companies try to use SAP in their as their ERP system. So this was my stock market portfolio update. Gave you some stock tips, some stocks that I would buy right now. So if you've got any questions, leave them in the comments below. Any stock tips, leave them in the comments below. If you're going to open an account with Questrade, use my referral code in the description below to get between $25 and $250 back. Thanks for watching.